BBC Worldwide. I'm a technical consultant there. Worked for 8 years, dealing with basically email to start with, then moving on to the unified communication side as those came in. So we started off with Exchange and Exchange Instant Messaging, I think. That's when I started. Now I moved us over to Live Communication Server 2005, and then we jumped on to OCS 2007. And I was asked to come along here and just to give you an overview of what BBC Worldwide does and what we're doing with Lync and what we expect to do with Lync in the future. So as I say, I'm just going to cover that, who we are, our environment and our challenges, why Microsoft Lync 2010, and expected benefits and future plans. So BBC Worldwide, we are the commercial arm of the BBC. So a lot of people think we were just the BBC Worldwide TV channel, but we are actually the commercial arm of the BBC. We're self-funded and we return our profits back to the BBC. So we're not license fee driven. We basically take the BBC's assets and the brands and the products and sell them, and then take that money and push it back. We're split into 6 different divisions. We have channels. So we run 29 channels in 100 different countries. Some examples of those are BBC Entertainment, UK TV. One of the main ones is BBC America, which is now available in 60 million homes in America on the networks there. So it's an area where we're trying to get more exposure. We have content production. An example of content production would be Strictly Come Dancing. In America, you have Dancing with the Stars. So we take the concept of Strictly Come Dancing, and then we sell that, or we create another program or based upon that Strictly Come Dancing concept over in America or in the different countries. There's 35 territories that we currently sell our programs to, Teletubbies and so forth. Recently, Top Gear has been shown. They're on the episode 3, I think, in America at the moment. And they basically take 3 people, it's not our 3 people, the 3 guys that sit on the sofa, smash up cars, race aeroplanes, and basically do exactly the same thing, but with an American production team over there. That's very successful. We were just getting the figures back for that at the moment. Global Brands is basically a department where we take the concept of, say, for example, Doctor Who, and then take that brand and try and sell that around the world. So we'll try and show the Doctor Who series is here, and in America, and in Canada, and basically get that brand exposed within the world, basically. Sales and distribution is where we're basically going to try and sell that, the content or the products or the concept of Doctor Who to different channels and sell that and get that money for that and feed that back. Home entertainment is well, everything you buy that's got BBC content. It's probably got BBC Worldwide or To Entertain at the back of it. So the stick helmets, the stick toys, the DVDs, everything is basically part of that home entertainment. And then we have BBC magazines. We currently have 45 titles that are sold in 55 territories. It's a huge part of our business, BBC magazines. Radio Times is obviously the big one at this time of year. So if I give you an example of what we do, if we take Top Gear, for example, we have a Top Gear magazine. We sell Top Gear on YouTube so people out of this country can watch it. We sell Top Gear on iTunes. We have Top Gear apps. We have a Top Gear website. We have the format, obviously selling the format to other countries, and the DVDs and the toys. And that's basically what we're doing, taking all that, basically the BBC asset, and then selling it around the world. As you can see there, we had sold 1 billion in between 2009 and 2010, and £145 million profit. We're just waiting for the new figures this year. So. Who we are, BBC Worldwide, as a company, we are 3,000 staff, rapidly growing at the moment. We're dispersed over 28 countries. I've actually got 29 written down here because I think we've just went into Beijing, I think, the last couple of weeks. So we have another, 29 different countries where our staff are based. The main hub is obviously in White City in London, where I think probably 2,000 of our staff are located. Sydney is our Asia Pac hub, and New York is our US hub. But LA is rapidly growing because of the content and production over there, so things like the Top Gear being produced, Dancing with the Stars, and other productions in the future. Each site is different. For example, as I say, in LA they do have production offices, but they actually have production offices, and they also have sales offices there. And in each different region in Asia Pac, Hong Kong could be one part, depending on what we're doing in that region. As we can see, this is why, you know, the problems we're having is obviously there's a frequent travel. You know, what we want is, as the BBC directive is to be ergonomical. So it's like we don't want to be doing frequent travel. We don't want to be going to these production offices constantly. So therefore, you know, we're trying to find a solution to that. Long distance calls. Obviously, if we're a global organisation with 29 offices, we're going to be making long distance calls and the costs involved with them, and also the mobile costs. You know, it's quite easy. Everyone has a mobile in BBC Worldwide, and you go across to your site and you use your mobile. You know, it doesn't really matter that expense. You've got to make that phone call. So these are sort of the challenges that we as BBC Worldwide, as the organisation, have. So why Lync? Well, as I said, we had exchanges of messaging. We went to live communication, LCS 2005. Went to Office Communication Server 2007. We rolled that out. Everyone in the organisation has basically had IM for 7 years. Then they had Office Communication 2007, and then we decided that, well, actually, we've got a PBX, and Office 2007, as we heard earlier, offered us the ability to do enterprise voice. So we basically linked the two together. We used PostCTO as a company to help us link them together, and we started rolling it out. We currently have 450 people using enterprise voice in some form or other, out of the 3,000, and the aim is obviously to push that out further. Also, I've been involved in the TAP program. I wasn't involved in the earlier TAP program, but after 2007 I got involved in Lync, so we had the opportunity to just feed back what we thought about the product, or how the product was developing, or ideas that we have for the product. And also with that we get help with building Lync into our environment. As I said, the Lync integration into the Cisco and Mitel. We have a Cisco PBX in the UK, and we have Mitel around the world. So we needed a platform that allowed us to link into those existing PBXs. Obviously, internal and external communication. We need to be able to communicate internally, and we also want to be able to communicate with our partners, or our customers. For example, ad sales need to be able to talk to their customers, and as we saw earlier in the presentation, more and more our customers our customers are using IM as the main communication tool. They're using MSN Messenger, so we needed to. One of the aspects I did was to link it into Federation and to public IM, so we can IM with our MSN customers. And obviously the application integration, where we have Office at the desktop, we have Windows XP and Windows 7, we have SharePoint, we have Exchange, so it's a natural to use Microsoft Lync to integrate into the applications. The expected benefits is, well, reduced international travel. That's already proven. We gave live meeting. Someone came to us and said, "Oh, I go to 28 sites a year and to do this legal presentation. I don't want to do this anymore." So we basically gave him live meeting. We gave all the people his customers live meeting, and he now only goes to the hubs. He goes to New York to do that presentation. He goes to Australia to do the presentation to all the Asia Pac users in London. And that's just one aspect of it where it helps reduce the international travel and hence the environmental savings. The reduced telephony costs, well, this obvious. You know, if everyone's got instant messaging and everyone's got the ability to communicate via a headset or via voice, then and it's across your private network, then you're going to reduce your costs. Flexible mobile working, I've got a great example of this. I had a guy, he basically went around Asia. I think he deals with the SAP applications. He goes around Asia and works in each office. He'll work 3 weeks here, 2 weeks here, 4 weeks here, a month. And throughout the year, he just basically works in different offices. And he was telling me, I have coming on to 500 to 600 mobile phone bill a month. So I said, right, just give this a go. This is the early days of my OCS deployment. So give this a go. Just try it out. See if it works on our network. See if it works. Anyway, he just reduced his phone bill to nothing overnight. So that's, you know, already, you know, a £6,000 savings just for one person having OCS, which is brilliant. I think from our point of view, as I say, we've got OCS deployed. We've got Lync in a pilot. I think, and we've got 400 enterprise voice users. I think our aim will be ultimately to have Lync deployed throughout the organisation, hopefully to reap the benefits from that. That's all I wanted to say. Is that okay? Thank you. Thank you very much.